Good evening. Good evening. There we go. Welcome one and all to our upper school concert, part 2. I'm Harley Givler, co-chair of the music department, grades pre-K through 12. And in just a minute, I'm going to welcome our honors combo to the stage. I'm really excited about tonight's concert. Those of you who were with us last Thursday heard wonderful performances from our handbells, our Glee Club, and Shipley Singers. We want to continue that fine performance tonight, that celebration tonight. And I also want to introduce to a person you already all know, but his name is Chris Oates, and he is joining us this year full-time. And I think you're going to see overall just the quality in what we're doing, but also the community. And with that community comes student leadership too. So we are able to do so much more, and that is absolutely a part of, hi Chris, good, is absolutely because this fine man is here with us. To have such a talented musician who is such a committed educator is such a blessing. So we hope to just build on the spirit and joy of music making, which we want to share with you tonight. So without further ado, the Shipley's Honors Combo.
One, two, three.
Hi, my name is Abby Keynes and I'm a sophomore. Recordame was penned by saxophone great Joe Henderson on his 1963 debut album, Page One. Henderson wrote the iconic piece when he was only 15 years old, and since then it has gone on to be considered a jazz standard. It is debated whether the title is a mispronunciation of the Spanish translation of Remember Me, Recuérdame, or was a reference to his eagerness to record his first album. We hope you enjoy Recuérdame by Joe Henderson.
One, two, oh, 1, 2, 3.
Hello, my name is Sophie Biesecker, and I'm a senior. Since its composition in 1931, All of Me has become a standard repertoire, being performed by virtually every relevant jazz vocalist. Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, Dinah Washington have recorded versions of this seminal tune, and even Paul McCartney and Eric Clapton have covered this song. Please enjoy this song, All of Me.
See, I'm no good without you. Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. I'm no good without you. Take my lips, I want to them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Oh, your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on without you? You took the best, so why not take the rest? Baby, take all of me.
This arrangement of a jazz classic is loosely based on trumpet player Lee Morgan's recorded version. Morgan, a trumpet player hailing from Philadelphia, arranged this piece around a repetitive bass line that creates a mysterious and dark mood. Please enjoy You Go to My Head.
One, two, 3, 4.
I find you spinning around in my brain like the bubbles in a glass of champagne. You go to my head like a sip of sparkling burgundy brew, and I find the very mention of you like the kicker in a julep or two. The thrill of the thought that you might give a thought to my plea casts a spell over me. So I gave you myself, got a hold of yourself. Can't you see that it never can be? You go to my head, live the smile that makes my temperature rise like the summer with 1,000 Julys. You intoxicate my soul with your eyes. Though I'm certain that this heart of mine hasn't a ghost of a chance in this crazy romance. You go to my
Hello, my name is Aiden Peterson, and I am in the 7th grade. This year, we have established the Shipley Jazz Club, an organization of primarily middle schoolers interested in jazz and improvisation. We rehearse once a week before school and plan to perform locally. This ensemble hopes to pave the way for future middle school jazz groups here at Shipley. Set to a funk beat, Chameleon was composed by Herbie Hancock for a 1973 release entitled Headhunters. It features an iconic bass line and simplified chord progression that is accessible to improvisers and listeners of all ages. We hope you enjoy Chameleon.
One more time. How about a hand for the Honors Jazz Combo? Thank you so much. We'll be right back with more music right after this.
That felt good. As we invite the brass to the stage, we're going to make a transition to the Renaissance. And that juxtaposition might seem kind of startling after what you've just heard, but in truth, much of the music that you just heard absolutely relies on the forms, harmonies, and traditions established in the Renaissance Baroque, the transition, and I think you're going to hear that gap tonight. The brass quintet, it's not a true brass quintet. We have some horn players serving as trombonists tonight. They're going to perform, well, I won't steal their thunder. I think I'll let somebody else introduce that. But I look forward to hearing what they're going to do. And guys, they've been sitting for a minute. I encourage you to go ahead and play a few notes. Just make some sounds, all right? Let's bring these chairs up here.
Good evening. My name is Ethan Klein and I am a senior. Giovanni Palestrina's compositions can be considered the epitome of Renaissance polyphony. Preceding Monteverdi, which you will hear later in the concert, Palestrina wrote prodigiously for the Catholic Church, but is also well known for his spiritual and secular madrigal. Hosanna is a very simple example of his music, but does represent the way Palestrina attempted smoothness and beauty of sound rather than forceful expression.
Hi, I'm Seamus McGee. I am a senior clarinet player. Orlando de Lasas, or Orlando de Lasso as he's also known, was born in what is now Belgium and was equally prolific and better known throughout Europe than Palestrina or Monteverdi during their lifetimes. While he spent significant time in Italy and Munich, his music is absolutely representative of the Franco-Flemish style in the late Renaissance. The piece we are about to play for you, Bonjour Mon Coeur, is a French chanson, a song about love. While our arrangement is not set to text, each phrase is meant to highlight a different allusion to it. Taken together, both the lasso and Palestrina highlight each of the compositional features you will hear later in the Monteverdi, smooth homophony and popular colophony.
We now invite the rest of the winds back to the stage for the Monteverdi.
Hello, my name is Ginger Tan and I'm from Junior. So the piece we're going to play is called Deus in the Auditorium, and the composer is Claudio Monteverdi. And Claudio Monteverdi was a maverick of the early Baroque and an innovator of early opera. Performance and compositional practices of the late Italian Renaissance dictated a form and counterpoint, which means the lines accompanying melody, were to follow a strict set of rules and principles. Monteverdi broke with those rules to allow the text to be his guide for harmony and setting. This allowed him to write in multiple styles within a given work. And in Deus Auditorium, the first movement of the Vespers of 1610, Monteverdi used the vertical, plain chained as the cantus firmus on which the rest of the movement is based. Our tuba player, Jacob will play his cantus firmus to start the piece. You will also hear a ritornello that returns throughout the piece, based on a style of dance music in 6/4 meter. The combination of these two styles was not common in church music of the time. So I finished my duty to read the script that composed by Dr. Mueller. And to tell the truth, I spent a very long time to practice pronunciation of all the difficult terms. So to tell the truth, I don't understand what the terms means. And as a Chinese student, probably I'm never going to figure it out. So I'm going to introduce it in my own way and start it over again, and I'm going to put this aside. So basically, this piece had 3 parts. The first parts were played by Jacob, and this is called Canis Firmus, yeah, which sounds like this. Okay, and the second melody, which plays by the woodwind, is and the third one is called Ritornello, and it's a 4/6 and 6/4 Africa. It sounds like this. This is the 3 melodies in Deus in Auditorium, and for me, different piece of music is like a treasure box. And while listening to different kind of music, I'm doing like a treasure hunting. And there's so many secrets in one piece of music. And there's so many layers, so many melodies, and so many flavors in one piece of music that created by all those different kinds of musical instruments. And the combination of all those created a kind of richfulness, which always fascinated me so much. And hopefully you enjoy this piece, and hopefully you remember the 3 melodies I just played, and please enjoy and see if you can find all the 3 melodies while we play it. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, Ginger, too. That's real student leadership. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make a scene change to what we call our chamber jazz ensemble. And I invite the rest of the jazz band out for a quick scene change.
Good evening. We would like to start our portion of the jazz band with our salute to Dr. Pilch in his final year. And this is from the movie Whiplash, and it is entitled Too Hip to Retire.
Hello, my name is Steph Morrison and I'm a senior. Opus 1 was composed by Cy Oliver and became a major hit for the Tommy Dorsey Orchestra at the tail end of World War II. This danceable number features many solis and soloists across the entire band. We hope you enjoy Opus 1.
One, two, three.
Hello, my name is Eric Rosenbaum, and I'm a junior. Bye Bye Blackbird has become a standard jazz repertoire, recorded by everyone from Miles Davis and John Coltrane to David Martin and even the Beatles drummer Ringo Starr. Our version is written in the style of Count Basie, featuring twinkling piano, chunking guitar, and dense harmonies. Here is Bye Bye Blackbird.
Thank you. And before we play our last song of the evening, I just want to say a couple quick thank yous. First to our students. Your talent and your contributions and your dedication to what we do here means so much to me, and I think to everybody in this room. You are why I get up in the morning, so thank you so much. They're also why I stay up late at night. All these beautiful microphones in front of you and the lovely colors behind us, they add so much to the performance, and really, I think, let us achieve a level, an artistic vision that otherwise, would be just another concert or another, PA or amplification. So I want to say a special thank you to Travis McDonald in the back there. He's been at all our concerts, and we have one more to go next Friday with middle school. We hope to see you there. It's in the morning. And then the Strings will actually be performing in January as part of our all-school string celebration, which also encompasses our celebration of the 125th year. And to that point, I want to highlight a couple students on the stage who I believe, deserve special recognition tonight. One of those, who I highlighted last week, is Abby Keynes. I think she's not on stage for this song now, but she was the upright bass player in the honors combo. She sang with Glee and Shipley Singers last week, and she will also be playing with our orchestra. So she's the quadruple threat. And she, wasn't even feeling very well tonight, but made it here to support the group. So thank you, Abby, wherever you are. And then I want to say a special thank you to 2 students who are actually going to audition and compete in Pennsylvania Music Educator Association. It is an adjudicated event by which talented students from all over our region within our district to start go and audition to be in either a band or an orchestra, a choir, or even a jazz band. But this year we have 2 students from orchestra, Ginger Tan on oboe, who you heard from today, and also Sophia Fimo on flute. And they're going this Saturday to perform at Upper Dublin High School. So we wish them all the best in their ventures. So without further ado, I leave you in the able hands of Mr. Oates and wish you all the best this holiday season. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. Drive safely.
Yeah.